A one and done day, $542. But honestly, not too happy with my performance. But let's jump into the trades. So, straight from the game plan, I like Meta above 500, so above pre-market high, and psychological low 500 for a move to daily key level 504.25. So pretty much here, what I liked was how we pushed. We actually closed very bullish on this first 1 minute candle. On this candle, we actually came lower. We were holding really nice above 501, and like this rally, base rally with the overall market as well. As you can see, QQ pushing higher and also SPY pushing higher. So it looked pretty good. I entered 6 contract here on this candle when I noticed buyers stepping up and holding 501. But where I messed up was I entered additional 4 contract. I over leveraged my position. Something is a no-no for me. My position size is $3,000, and this position size was 4,300 and some change. So not happy at all with that performance. The issue with that is it tends to skew my performance. It tends to skew my risk reward. It tends to mess up everything. So by that, what I mean is, I knew right away when I enter that I over leverage. Not what I want to be doing, especially on when it's not really going as quick as I want it to see it go. I exit 4 contracts, so the 4 contract I over leverage with, I exit pretty much on the push higher, and it just skews my risk reward. So this wasn't not even a 1R. But then on the remaining 6, I did a great job at managing my position, like I usually do. I exit 2 contract on the break just to lock in profits, 2 contract at TP, and left 2 for either if we make a 1 minute low or break even. And actually we got to break even on the last 2 contract. So yeah, honestly, if I haven't averaged up on this position, this would have been A plus. Like, it would have been a really good trade. But just because I averaged up, I just skewed everything. So not happy with that. And yeah, so after that, I called it because this was actually a nice winner. But 2 reasons. It was a nice winner, and on top of that, I broke my rules. When I break my rules, my first trade, I do my best to take a backseat and call it a day. So let's jump into live trading. So, all right, so market is about to open pretty shortly. As always, we're going to be patient, wait for a good opportunity to rise, and most of all, going to follow our rule. I did log in just because Tesla's looking pretty interesting. Just not loving this bounce, but let's see. I want to see a break and hold below pre-market low, and here's a higher day. Let's have a great day. I mean, yesterday low day there. So yeah, I was paying attention at the open at Tesla, but once we started, on the second candle we started holding above 185. It got off my radar. Around this area was where I started liking Meta. So here is where I started liking it. I like how we held above 501. So here, what I'm looking for, what I'm paying attention to, is to see a hold of 501 for confirmation. What I don't want to see is for us to make a new 1 minute low. If we make a new 1 minute low, it just doesn't look too good, especially this 5 minute candle. If we make a 1 minute low, there's a higher probability for this candle to close like a nasty doji. So not what I want to be seeing. So here, what I'm really paying attention to, a hold of this level,
order filled,
and 501. That's where I enter. Once buyers start stepping up, that's where I enter, because it was looking really good for a rally, base rally, and also like the fact that the market was actually bouncing. So QQ bouncing off pre-market low, and pretty much SPY making new higher day. So it was looking pretty good. So this trade was looking really, really solid to work out. It was taking a bit longer than I would like to see. So here's where I broke my rules, and this is just pretty bad performance with this averaging up here. So here again, what I want to see us for us to not break those lows. If we break those lows, it just doesn't look too ideal. But also I want to see us above 501. So this is what I like to see. I like to see every time we got about below 501, buyers start stepping up. So as you see there, buyers start stepping up. So here is where I average up.
Order filled.
Again, setup is still looking decent to work out, but just that averaging up just really messed up this trade up. Like it really messed up my risk reward, and yeah. And the thing is that I tend to underperform when I'm over leveraged. If I break my rules or stuff like that, I tend to underperform, and you're gonna see now because again I scale out those four contracts that I over leveraged with. I scaled out pretty quick, just because I know I was over leveraged. So here I exit 4 contract.
Order partially filled.
So I only got filled 3, so I was still missing 1. I was about to cancel and exit a market order, but it was still looking pretty good. So I just left it there. And then with the last 6 contract, I did a really good job. Like I usually do, I like to scale out on the break.
Order partially filled. Order
and
filled.
Then here, I'm waiting for us to get to TP. Trade looks amazing. Rally, base, nice, pretty much bull flag, rally. So it looks really good to work out. 5-minute close really nice. So here I'm just waiting for us to get to TP.
Order filled.
Exit 2 more at TP. And then the last 2, because this trade was looking so good to work out, I decided to leave it for runners. And it actually came back to break even. So here, what I want to see is my stop for it to be either we make a woman the low, or we make it comes to my break even. So here I exit. As soon as we make a woman the low and we got to my break even, I exit. It was a little bit lower than my break even. My contract price was $435. I got out at $419. Just that quick push lower really destroyed the contract. So yeah. After that, I decided to call it up for one and done to daily key level. The only thing that I did that I really fucked up was actually I averaged up 4 more contracts. I was in total of 10 contracts, so I was a little bit over leveraged. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. So, but yeah, on the way up, I scale out, exit 2 more. So I exit 4 on the push higher because again, I knew I was over leveraged. Again, that's kind of like the issue. When I know I'm over leveraged, I do a really bad job with at least with the position I over leverage with. So I exit 4 because I knew I was over leveraged. I exit 2 more on the break, and then 2 more here on the hold. So that was 8 contract of total, and left the last 2 as a runners to see if I wanted to work out. But we actually ended up rejecting, and got out for a bit below break even. I was shooting for break even, but this got out a bit below break even. But I'm gonna call it one and done. One, because this was a nice trade, and Jerome Powell was speaking at 12:15, and I also broke my rules by scaling a bit higher than my higher position than I should have. But I'm gonna call it there, one and done for today. So to be up $542, I'll gladly take it. So yeah, it's gonna be it for today. So yeah, not too happy with my performance, especially on averaging up. I've seen my track record, and I know for a fact that every time I average up, it just skews everything, and it really fucks with my mind and everything. So, besides that, not bad performance. If I hadn't averaged up, this would have been a really nice 10 out of 10 trade. my performance on it and everything like that. So yeah, that was actually my trade for April 3rd.